shout out to Jerky Graham for stopping through, giving us that ill freestyle, letting us know about his new project and everything that he got coming up.
So much fun today, man. So much fun. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, for sure, for sure. So we got this beautiful young lady in the building, Sheena. What's up, Sheena?
Hey,
Chello Cuisine's in the building.
Hello, Cuisine. So Sheena has like an amazing story. So when Sheena sent me her picture of a flyer, I was like, "Is that you?"
Oh, yeah.
She was, damn, Sheena, you have the
We got a phone call. Sheena, phone call for you.
Sheena is too late for me. Hey, I must say you are on air.
Hi.
Hi.
Amber. Oh, I have a question for Sheena.
Okay.
So I would just love her input on her take on the term mind over matter and how she puts that into her day-to-day activities, or if she just even uses that as a life motto.
Mind over matter? Absolutely.
Mind over matter.
Yeah, because there's obstacles every day that are going to get in your way, but you have to know that you have an end result that you're trying to get to, so you just got to push through.
Right. So you focus on the results or the process?
The process, absolutely the process. In the beginning, it's like you want the results, but if you keep looking at someone who you want to look like, Beyonce, let's say, and you're just never going to get there if you just keep focusing on that's what I need to look like, that's what I need to look like. It's, you know, instant gratification world that we live in, and it's not real. Like, you just have to find your way through the process, love the process, and just move along and go at your own pace. There's no race. You don't have to hurry up and get there.
I love that. Thank you so much, Sheena.
Thank you
you're welcome.
for
See
tuning
the tortoise,
in.
not the hair. You got another phone call? Oh,
No.
I was about to say. Sheena, come on.
Sheena, tell us.
You do. She got another phone call.
Oh, she does? Oh my gosh, you popping. Hey, you on air?
Hi.
Hi.
Hey.
Got a question for Sheena?
Yes, I have a question for Sheena. I was wondering if she could tell me a little more about the process that she had, or what it was that was her turning point. What made her, like, was it she just woke up one day and decided that she needed a lifestyle change? And what was her final breaking point?
Ooh, final breaking point. I was really unhappy. I looked in the mirror. I didn't know who I was. I wasn't feeling like myself. I had body pains and aches, and I just knew I needed to change. And I just had to do something, and I took baby steps, really teeny tiny baby steps.
So, like you were saying, it was more about the process. Since like your baby steps were so, like, it was mostly baby steps, but you still had to know and have faith that you were getting somewhere, and that every little step still matters.
Absolutely. Every step matters, no matter how small, how many steps you may take backwards. They all matter.
Wow. Well, thank you so much. You've really been an inspiration. I love your story.
You're welcome. Thank you for tuning in.
We didn't even get to talk about her story yet.
Oh my gosh. I'm like, we're going to run out of time before we can even tell the story.
Yeah.
Does she have enough? No, don't take that call.
Yeah,
we got to talk. So, Sheena.
I can't believe the phone is ringing like this. Sheena!
All right, so Sheena sends me this flyer. How, like, it had two pictures on there, Sheena now and Sheena before. How much did you weigh?
At the first picture, I had actually lost weight at that point. So that wasn't even at my highest weight. My highest weight, I'm only 5 feet tall. My highest weight was 278.
Wow.
Yeah. So I was pushing 300 pounds on a 5-foot frame.
Wow.
And it hurt. And it made me feel bad. And when I looked in the mirror, I didn't feel good. I didn't feel desirable. You know, I didn't feel beautiful. And, you know, it showed in my everyday dealing with people, friends, family, work. I was angry all the time. I was in a bad mood. And I needed to change. When I got on the scale, because, you know, there's always that moment someone gets to a point where the doctor has to tell them that they have to change. And for me, I have varicose veins in my legs. And I had this one in my left leg, and it always it was always unattractive, but it never bothered me. So I didn't, I didn't look into it or anything. But I went to Texas because there was a death in the family, so I had to go. And when I came back, being on a flight, I came home and we just got new floors in my apartment, and I came home, I took a shower, I went to work that day, like after being on a flight and all of that, went to work 10, 12 hours, came home, took a shower, and I'm walking, to my bedroom, and I'm like, what are all these like spots on the floor? Like, what is this? Like, my floor is new. Like, what's going on? And I turn around and I'm looking, and I have my mirror sitting up like in the distance. And then I look in the mirror and I could see the blood squirting out of my leg like someone was squeezing it out of a water bottle. And the varicose vein had popped and the blood was coming out, and that shook me up. So I went to the doctor, of course. Long story short, saw a specialist, and thank God there was nothing wrong. There were no blood clots or anything major. But when I got on the scale, because you go to the doctor, they gotta weigh you, got on the scale. Hadn't been on the scale in a while because I wasn't taking care of myself.
You just didn't want to know. You were just like, I'm not even going to pay
whatever,
any attention.
I keep going up in size, but whatever. So I'm not taking care of myself. And finally, when I had to go to the doctor and I had to get on the scale, and she's going up and up and up and up. And I'm like, oh my God, 278.
Wow.
I got to lose like 100 pounds. How do you do that? How do you start? What do you do?
And what was the start for you? Like, how did you start?
I started going to the gym 1 day a week. That's all my body can handle. I was working at Dinosaur Barbecue at the time. I was running that kitchen, so I had to be at work at 6 a.m. I was in the gym at like 3:30. I went for like an hour, 1 day a week, and slowly from there. But I had to also make other changes. I had to change my friends. I had to change my job. I had to like just do stuff for me. I had to take care of myself, I was always putting other people first, and, friends and family, and, I love them, and my boyfriend at the time. And, I had to let all of that stuff go. I had to take care of myself. I had to look in the mirror and say, I got to do this for me, because I'm not going to be around long if I don't, Yeah. So that was the point. And I'm so happy that I did, because I feel like 10 years younger.
And you look great.
You do.
Thank you.
You
I'm
do.
90 pounds
Glowing.
down.
Wow.
Yeah.
Glowing. And on top of all of this, you're a chef.
Yeah. Still cooking. I had to leave the industry because that was a part of the struggle, the weight gain, the lifestyle. After work, everybody's hanging out at the bar and drinking and eating bad, and and all that stuff. And it's hard being a woman in the kitchen. You're always trying to struggle to prove yourself. And, I had a lot of asshole chefs that I worked for, and, I could cook better than them because I'm a woman. They think that they could talk to me anyway, and I'm not having it. I don't care how short I am. You're not going to talk to me crazy. So, it was always that constant battle. It was very hostile. I'm not that person, but I became that, always angry all the time, fighting, and, that took a toll on me. So when I decided, okay, enough is enough, I'm just going to leap. I left the industry totally and completely, and I said, I'm just going to do what I have to do for me. And eventually the people came around to, support me, because, you need that support from friends, family, outside people looking in that just want to help, Yeah. So I moved forward with the whole Chello Cuisine and just cooking from my heart and trying to share what I was trying to do for myself, eat well. So I wanted to cook and I had these things called tasting tables I would do once a month. And it was just a way for me to share eating well with other people and try to teach them, because I feel like people want to eat well, but they don't know how to.
Right.
They don't know what to cook. They don't know, it's all about seasoning your food. You're not going to take.
And they don't. What I find too, when you try to change your diet and eat healthy, you figure like, oh, I gotta eat the same things every day. So it gets
I just gotta eat lettuce,
right? Right. Or I just gotta eat salad. So were you always vegan, or that didn't happen until you changed? Till you had made the decision that you were gonna change?
No. So I've always been like conscious of trying to be healthy. It's just a matter of getting it all in line at the same time. So I was eating healthy somewhat, you know, what I thought was healthy. And then, you know, as the time went on, started working out more. And then, you know, you do more research and you find what works for your body. I feel like the more you take care of your body, the more you can hear it, the more you can listen to it. And it'll tell you, you know, this is not working for you. This doesn't make you feel good. You know, this is not giving you the right amount of energy. So along the way, I wasn't always vegan. Along the way, I just decided it became a willpower challenge for me. You know, how long can I go without eating meat? How long can I go with, you know, whatever I like, potato chips or pasta, whatever it is. I just wanted to see, like, how can I push myself to that next level until it becomes a lifestyle.
How perfect is that to have a trainer that's a chef?
Right.
That's perfect because it's like
nutrition and
yeah,
and the workout.
Right. The whole training part of it came after. I feel like I was always an athlete because, you know, I grew up dancing, you know, and I always felt like I had it in me, but looking at myself in the mirror, I didn't see a trainer, you know, and still even sometimes now I look in the mirror and I'm just like, are you a trainer? But yeah, I am.
You're a
like,
trainer.
Exactly.
Tell us about your class.
You don't even need to look at yourself like that because you're doing it and you're like living proof of your testimony, you know?
Yes,
So
yes.
yeah, you had a boot camp on Saturday.
Yes, so I do boot camps now. I started out working out by myself, and then I started working out with Danny Crawford. He has Versatile Fitness, and he was my trainer for a while. And then, you know, we worked together. He helped me lose a lot of weight, and it was great. And then we got to a point and he's just like, you know, I'm not training you anymore. Like, we're working out together and you're doing it, like, you know, and, you know, he had his boot camp. So I'm like, you know, I like this. Like, I think I could do this. And I have a venue where I think I can get people to come and do it. And he's like, well, let's do it. So now we've been working together, and now I have my boot camps that I do in Queens at Isoda. And then I have them also in Harlem that start in May 1st.
Nice.
And Riverbank Park, 145th Street. And yeah, it feels so good to just be at this point of the journey where I can just share and, you know, do these boot camps and inspire other people. I had a boot camp. I had a 67-year-old woman in my boot camp last week, and she was just giving me so much energy. And, you know, she's like, I'm here, you know, I'm doing it. And I'm like, yes, let's go. Let's keep going. So, you know, it's great. I love it. It's a high intensity HIIT workout for an hour. And you're bound to just get in it, like your body's sweating and moving and just working. It's great.
Wow.
That's what's up. So y'all out there definitely got to go out and check out Chello Cuisine. Y'all have to. That's the screen name, right?
Yes.
At Chello Cuisine.
Chello Cuisine.
Spell it out for them.
CHELLOCUISINE.
And how important is it for women of color to take care of themselves and to, you know, watch what they eat?
It for everyone, you know, like you just have what you put into your body is what's going to come out. If you continue to eat bad stuff, you're going to continue to be in a bad mood. If you put the good stuff in, your body will produce the right energy that you need to go throughout your day. People ask me all the time, like, you're vegan, like, what do you eat and how do you do it? Like, if I wasn't this way, then I wouldn't be able to do the stuff that I do. Like, I'm constantly, from the time I wake up to the time I get home, and that's, you know, I leave my house at 6 o'clock in the morning. I don't get home until 8 or 9 o'clock. I'm constantly moving, working with children. I'm in the gym. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. And it's up and down. I'm on subway. Like, if I didn't eat the right stuff, I wouldn't have the energy to do any of it. I'd be slugging and dragging my feet in how I was 3 years ago, you know? So what you eat definitely matters.
We got a call.
Yeah.
Hi, you're on air.
I'm on there.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hey, I want to do some juicing, and I want to ask Sheena, how do I go about doing it? Do I do straight vegetables or fruits?
You can juice both, you know, depending on your sugar levels, more vegetables over fruit. But, you know, juicing is great. Juicing gives you really good energy. You get all the nutrients from the fruit and the vegetables that way from eating it raw. So that's the way to go for all the energy.
Okay.
Thank you so much for calling.
All right.
All right.
Did she answer? Did she help you?
Hello?
Did she answer your question? Did she help you out?
Oh, sure.
Okay.
She's my favorite person.
She's your favorite person. That's good.
Yeah.
Who are you?
I'm her dad.
Oh, hi,
Hey.
Dad. Well, see, that's the family support that you were talking about.
Yes,
Because at
absolutely.
least, especially when you're in a household, like say if you don't live by yourself, it's more difficult to change your eating habits.
Right. And I feel like I talk to a lot of women that have children, and they're like, well, my kids eat this and I eat that, and I don't have time to do this, and I don't. You have to take care of yourself first, because without you around, those kids are gonna be lost. So you have to know that you matter and you are number one. Yes, your kids do come first in your eyes and everything, and you have to take care of them, but you also have to take care of yourself. Like, you are the base, like you're the foundation of the household. So if you're not well taken care of, who's going to take care of them? And you have to set that example as a parent.
Well, we're gonna take this last call. The show is over. Unfortunately,
They want more
Sheena
Sheena.
she has a great, amazing story, and we'll definitely have her back on and
With
see.
some food.
Yeah, with some food.
Yes.
With some food. Caller, you're on air.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Hi, this message is for Sheena.
Hello.
Sheena, I know you spoke about being a vegan, and I am interested in becoming a vegan, but I just can't get past my dairy and my snacks. What are some recommendations that you have for just snacks, vegan snacks?
So I really enjoy taking the stuff that I love, like the bad stuff, and making it vegan. So like macaroni and cheese, hot wings and stuff like that, and just finding different things to, just to get you that taste, that profile that you're looking for. So,
Okay.
there are vegan cheeses and meatless products that you can try. I don't suggest that you eat them all the time because they're not, they're processed, so it's not as good as just eating real whole food. But when you do want something creamy and cheesy, my favorite brand of cheese is So Delicious. So you try that, and just be creative. Try the different products.
What's the name of the brand?
So Delicious.
Oh, okay.
I love that line.
Someone was
It's really
thinking
Okay.
about something.
Diet.
beyond.
All right, thank you.
Oh, I haven't tried it. You're welcome.
All right. Well, you guys, we hate to leave, but we will be back next Sunday. We want to give a big thank you to Dave Burger, Ricky Graham, Chello Cuisine, Sheena. They are all doing their thing, making positive moves in the industry. And on a better note, I want you to decide, commit, and succeed. All of these people here today have decided, committed, and they are successful, and they will remain successful. So that's what I want you guys to do moving forward in your week. Send you guys something to say?
No, I think you wrapped it up very nice. I like that. I like that.
We'll see y'all next week. His signature.